Okay. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with. You already know what this is. Mariners series recap. Orioles series preview. Need I say more? No. So I'm just going to jump right into it. All right, I'm not going to waste any time. I hate wasting time. Most of all, I hate wasting your time. Off a 3-game series against Seattle. Of course, we went to Seattle earlier this season, a few weeks, and yes, and the one win we got was against Logan Gilbert, who we faced in this series right here. And so we're gonna get jumping right into this thing here, man. I mean, game one of the series, we had Aaron Savale, who honestly has been our ace. I mean, come on. Bieber's kind of been middling a little bit lately. I think it could be because of the league coming out saying, yeah, if you use sticky stuff, you're going to be suspended. How funny is that, though? Pitchers that were, I guess, well, now I'm not going to say they were cheating because we have no confirmation. Unless they come out and say it themselves, I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus. But isn't it just kind of coincidental how the league comes out and says, yeah, if we catch you using this sticky stuff, you're going to be suspended for 10 games. And now all of a sudden, all these pitchers, their spin rates are going down. And they're turning into, like, well, not going to say bums, but guys are starting to lock into them a lot more. Because for those who didn't know, why were they using sticky stuff? It's not merely for the grip, but it's spin rate. The ball, when you put sticky stuff on your hands, God, that sounds sus. Like spider tack or pine tar or something, and the ball will roll off your hands like it sticks, and the ball spins faster, which gives the pitcher nastier pitches. And it's kind of interesting how all of a sudden the league cracks down on it, and all of a sudden pitchers are getting hit a lot more. I mean, we just saw what happened to Trevor Bauer and Garrett Cole. And I'll talk about what happened to Bieber in this video, because Bieber, he's been kind of meh lately. People are making memes of him, saying it was a Mickey Mouse Cy Young. Yeah, I think it also could be because I think this dude actually got rid of his cutter. I think he just completely trashed one of his pitches. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Damn. Okay. But anyways, game one of the series, we had Savale on the mound, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear right now that Savale was not using the sticky stuff because this dude is as nasty as he was before. He was never really he was more of like a finesser, He's really good at making the ball move. He doesn't, he was doing it before the sticky stuff that was, cracked down on. He's still doing it. So clearly, I don't think he was ever really using the sticky. The sticky. But yeah, we're going up against Justin Dunn. And oh boy, this guy, he struggled a little bit. He had some trouble as the Indians hung 3 on him in the first inning, courtesy of a Rosario single. They walked Bobby Bradley, bases loaded. Yeah, this is how the first inning went for us. It was a pretty long inning. So Hernandez walked, Rosario single, and then Ramirez single. Oh, look at that. Bases loaded. How about that? Rosario singles, run scores, 1-0. They walk Bobby Bradley on 5 pitches. Interesting. And it's 2-0. Ramirez strikes out. Naylor singles, 3-0. And from that point on, it was all the Indians. Because this dude, Savale, was just disgusting. 2 hits allowed. And the thing is, he pulled a Wayno on him. He pretty much pulled a Wayno on him. 1 hit through like the first, God knows. Oh, yeah. 1 hit through the first 8 innings. This dude gave up 1 hit his entire outing. 1 hit. And it was on the very first batter of the game. Which means if we get J.P. Crawford out and the rest goes through, my dude would have a no-no going into the 9th, and you know damn well they're not taking him out. He was just hitting, I think, 100 pitches. That's crazy. And then, of course, in the 9th inning, Blake Parker comes in and gives up a single, and that's it. That's it. But yeah, 7 runs, 14 hits. Love the offensive output. Love when the offense does that. You know, and you look at what everyone was doing. I mean, Ahmed Rosario, bro. Ahmed had 4 hits in this game. 2 runs scored. Jose had 3 hits. He was 3 for 3, 2 runs. Bobby Bradley, welcome to the majors. 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. Let's go. I mean, you love to see Bobby Bradley doing the big stuff here. And so, by the way, Bobby Bradley actually homered. So he's been raking lately. Yeah, I think he didn't have the greatest game yesterday. I mean, he's gonna strike out a lot. I can imagine he's gonna be just like Fran Meal, I'm sure. You know, I would prefer if he was like Jim Thome, kind of, doesn't strike out a lot, walks a lot, hits dongs at an alarming rate. I would love that. Already, I can tell you, compared to 2019 came up, he's much better. I think it's because he doesn't have really the pressure on him anymore. Because in 2019, you have never been in the majors. You get that call or whatever. He's like, yeah, you're going to the majors. You're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go rake, and get kind of got that pressure on you, and he kind of underperformed. Well, considering the guy he was taking over for, we kind of didn't really have all that big expectations on him. It's like, well, dude, you're taking over for Jake Bauers. Jake Bauers couldn't do a damn thing in 100 at-bats. Bobby Bradley, in his first, 15 or so at-bats, has done more than Jake Bauers has in 100 at-bats. We legit wasted 2 months of Jake Bauers when we could have had Bobby Bradley up here the entire year. And imagine what he would have been doing. Now, Bobby Bradley didn't have the greatest start to the season. But I feel like he's going to be that guy who struggles at the beginning of the season when it's kind of, coldish out. But then as the weather warms up, he's going to heat up. And I'm fine with that. I mean, obviously, I know this isn't going to last. Like, he's not going to be batting 400 the entire year or whatever. But as long as he's hovering 250, 270 range, that's cool. Even 230s, that sounds about him. As long as he doesn't have the worst batting average on the team, as long as he hits dongs, that's fine. I mean, we can tolerate Franmil Reyes striking out at an alarming rate because every once in a while he'll hit a ball to the moon. Oh, yeah, remember those strikeouts? Yeah, those don't matter because this guy hits balls to the moon. Just as long as he can also get some base hits, too, which he's been doing a pretty good job at, too. But, yeah. Second inning, Ramirez singled, Jose singled, 4-0, and then Bradley homered, 5-0. Then he singled in a run. How about that? Doing more than just hitting dongs, 6-0, and then Harold Ramirez singled. So, in terms of box score, done 3 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, 1 home run. Like I said, not very good. On the flip side, Savale, probably the best game of his career. 8 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. If it wasn't for J.P. Crawford, this guy probably would have had a no-no. Because you know damn well if he doesn't give up a hit in the first inning, and if the rest goes as it went, they weren't taking him out. They were going to have him go the whole way to get that no-no. Because I don't think we'd really want to leave it up to the bullpen to conserve a no-no, you know? But, so we move on. So Savali 9-2, Dunn's 1-3. That's cool. Who'd have thought friggin' Savali would have the best record as our starter? That's insane. So we move on to 2, and this game had all kinds of drama. So for the first 8 innings, 7 innings, we were held scoreless. And McKenzie didn't help matters. Tristan McKenzie went 2/3 of an inning, 1 run, 1 earned run, but 4 walks. It wasn't even the runs allowed that hurt him. It was the walks. This dude cannot locate. I swear, he tries to aim his pitches or something. Is he going to be like another Bauer where he gets in his own head and then it just tailspin? Damn. He has one dynamic start in the majors. We send him down to Columbus to help him refine his mechanics and stuff and find his swagger again. He has a dynamic start over in Columbus. He comes back up here and he continues to look like a bum. What is going on in the head of his? People are going to say, is it because of the fans? No, it's not because of the fans. I mean, yeah, he did make his debut during a season where no fans were there. But really, I mean, it's not like he's never played in front of people before. Do we need Nolan Jones to make an appearance again? Because it seemed like when Nolan Jones was there in his debut, he was fantastic. Or maybe he just needs to settle down and not get in his own head. Because I feel like he gives up 1 walk and he starts getting on himself and then he tries to, overcompensate for it. And he winds up hurting the team even more. So this was another bullpen game. Lovely, Maton, Sandlin, Stefan, Whitgren, Parker, Hentges, and Karinchak were all used in this game. And, So scoring, and of course on the other side, it was Yusei Kikuchi, who shut us down for 7 innings, of course. 3 walks, 6 Ks, 3 hits, 7 innings, 3.67 ERA. Yeah. Not fun. So they got the scoring started with a bases loaded walk, of course, because McKenzie could not locate to save his life. Top of the 3rd, Jake Fraley homered. 3-0, 2-run shot. Dylan Moore homered. And then we get on the board with a Cesar Hernandez home run. 4-1. Ooh, yeah, there's the typical Indians. We're not going to get shut out run. It's just to get rid of the shutout. But then, the bottom of the 9th happens. So top of the 9th, we breeze through that easy, pretty much. Yeah. They gave up a single, but after that, it was 3 straight strikeouts. All good. Then Montero comes in, gets the first 2 guys to ground out, and we're like, okay, this is it. Yep, we're done. But then Bradley Zimmer walks, Naylor walks, and we're like, oh, I know what they're doing here. They're just getting us involved. They're just getting our hopes up, and then they're going to crush us with a freaking fly out or ground out or strikeout or something. Scoring a run. It's like, oh my God, we're just 2 runs behind and we have a tying run on base. They're going to do it to us, aren't they? Rene Rivera comes up and this dude damn near, I thought he was hitting it 5 feet, 5 rows into the bleachers. Thanks a lot, cameraman. These cameras, bro, I feel like they get a joy out of taunting us. They be having the camera pointing towards the stands, making it look like the ball is going to the moon. Because off the bat, it looked like it was going to go, at least, maybe off the railing. I don't know where it wound up. I think it went off the wall. It was definitely off the wall. I think it might have been off like the out-of-town scoreboard and left or something. But the ribbon board on the on the wall itself, not the jumbotron. If it hit the jumbotron, it would have been that would have been insane. But no, pretty much that would have been a walk-off. That would have been crazy. Rene Rivera, of all people, walking it off. Like, what? What? But no, he just missed a dong. Cameraman, trolled us, making us think it was it was like 6 or 7 rows deep in the seats. Even Matt Underwood, one of the broadcasters, thought it was going. He said, "Are you kidding me?" Well, no, because we still tie the game. Thank God. And then Cesar comes up, and he flies out. Of course. But it wasn't no easy fly out. Like, the dude honestly could have misplayed it. So there you have it. We're tied. New game. And whoever was supposed to take the loss, well, he got saved. So then we head to the 10th and, make some changes. Mr. Extra Innings, James Karinchak comes in there and strikeout, ground out, strikeout. We go to the 10th. And we have Cesar on base. And we have Mr. Clutch, Ahmed Rosario, at the dish. Not first, but he had 2 strikes. But on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat, he hits an opposite field single. That should have won the game. We should have won the game on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. But Cesar kind of caught himself sleeping a little bit. I think he was too busy watching the ball. Like, bro, it's going to get down. Run. But he wound up at 3rd base. So, no matter what, all we would have needed was a simple fly ball to the outfield. And this was the funkiest freaking walk-off I've ever seen. So they walk Jose Ramirez like they always do. They're not going to get killed by Jose. Too many teams have made that mistake. They pitch to Jose Ramirez in a moment like that, and he winds up making them pay. And especially if it's a righty, because this dude bats left-handed, and he turns into freaking Barry Bonds. He's Barry Bonds from the left-hand side of the plate, and on the right side, I don't even know what he's not as good. His power is on the left side of the plate. That's where all of his homers come from, pretty much, except for the rare occasion where he'll homer on both sides of the plate, in which case you're kind of screwed. Because you can't really just pick, we're going to have him bat from the right side. I hit a dong from there too. But yeah, they walk Jose like expected. So basically, and the other Ramirez comes up. And I swear, dude, Paul Sewald. Wasn't he a Met? Wow. Yeah. My dude, Javier Ramirez, hit it right back to the pitcher. And I bet you the first words that came out of every Indians fan's mouth who was at that game was a 4-letter word starting with F or S. But no, Sewald airmailed the freaking ball. I don't know where he was throwing it to. He was like, probably the worst throw I've seen. I mean, especially pitchers throw to home all the time, especially in that. I mean, that happened to us too with Quantrill. Quantrill did that against the O's. Had an easy throw to home plate. Ball was hit right to him. Easy throw to home plate, and he botched it. Like, okay. Dude throws it like way off course, and Cesar slips in, and we win the game. Oh my God. So we win the series, but now I'm feeling kind of sweepy. At least I was. The Indians weren't, because in game. So yeah, I don't think I actually went through the record either. But yeah, the win actually goes to Karinchak. He's 3-2. Sewald goes to 2-2. I've already went through the pitching lines. So let's talk about the 3rd game yesterday. Okay. So Bieber on the mound against Gilbert. Last time we faced Gilbert, we beat him up a little bit Framir, I think, hit a ding-dong off him. I think Jose did too. And, safe to say the Mariners were looking for revenge, and Logan Gilbert clearly got better since that game because this dude absolutely, once again, pretty much silenced us for the most part, as we could not score until the 6th inning. Bieber got he got beat up pretty good. The Mariners have beaten him up pretty good in both games. They scored 6 runs, 13 hits. We had 2 runs on 5 hits with 2 freaking errors, of course. Here we go with the errors again. And what do you expect? Like, Bieber, people are saying he's a Mickey Mouse Cy Young winner. In that case, Bauer should be a Mickey Mouse Cy Young winner too. Both Cy Young winners are not really, they didn't have a good outing per se. So, Godoy, I'll be honest, when I first saw that dude's name, I thought it was Goody. I was like, huh? Godoy. What kind of, okay. J.P. Crawford singled. Seager homered. On top of the 3rd. Fraley homered. By the way, Fraley came in because Haniger got hit. He didn't get hit, but he fouled a ball off and it went off his leg. Hope he's all right. But yeah, he came in there, and of course he homered. And then we got on the board with an Ahmed Rosario RBI single, and then we scored on a pitch. And believe it or not, guys, we actually looked like we were going to do it again. Eddie Rosario walked. Bobby Bradley singled. They hit Harold Ramirez. So, if it crack, that's bases loaded. Bases loaded. And then the wild pitch happens. So we have 6-2 with Josh Naylor at the plate. And this dude does what he loves to do. Not hit dongs. He lined out to left field. Yep. Now, it's safe to say that if he would have got on base, you had Hedges on deck. Hedges is damn near an automatic out at this point. I mean, he'll get a hit every once in a while. But, yeah, he's almost an automatic out. I always hate that. It always comes down to a freaking bottom of the order. Whenever we're in a big moment, it's always the bottom of the order that comes up. It's never Ahmed or Jose or Eddie or Bobby. No. It's Hedges or Naylor. Zimmer, he isn't bad. He's actually gotten some hits. But he's mostly good for his speed. His speed is insane. I forgot how fast that dude was. So, yeah, we lose 6-2 because Bieber got rocked and our bats were silent. But that's also because of Gilbert. Gilbert is actually pretty good. I mean, he's one of the top prospects, so you should expect that from him. But Gilbert's 2-2, Bieber's 7-4. Definitely a letdown year for the Biebs. Could it be because the sticky stuff isn't being utilized anymore? I mean, you can argue that. I guess the spin rates are down, but that's where you got to maybe turn it up on the speedometer a little bit. You see, because who throw fire don't have to worry about location. Because God, I mean, the ball's flying past you like a little blur. I mean, bro. I mean, when you don't have speed on your side, you use finesse. You make that ball dance. But Bieber, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to have to adapt. So, we take 2 of 3. We lose the season series, and I know Mariners fans are going to flex that. We beat you in the season series. Cool. What's up, Logan? How you doing? But man, my head itches. Gotta get a haircut soon, man. Damn. So where does that leave us? Well, we are still at home, and we face the O's tonight. Now, as of this moment, we do not know who we're facing in terms of pitching, but we got John Carlos Mejia on the mound, and that dude couldn't go an inning in his last start. So yeah, fun. Hopefully he goes at least 5. Because for those who don't know, the Indians are playing 30 games in 31 days. And we only have 2 pitchers who we know can go longer than 5 or 6, 7 innings. The other 3 can't even go in a couple innings. Like we won't survive 30 games in 31 days doing that. 2 pitchers going 6 or 7 at least, while the other 3 can barely go 5 innings. We had 2 pitchers, I think, in a span of 3 days go less than an inning. You can't have that. You cannot have that. Oh my God. You know? So Dolan, Antonetti, Chernoff. I don't think you guys are watching. You probably hate me if you did. But if I was you guys, I would look less towards the farm system, because I mean you can just gonna keep churning out these guys. I mean, are you just gonna keep bringing up these freaking pitchers, hoping and praying that they'll actually do something? Well, how about you go on the trade market? You send a couple of prospects to a team for a guy like maybe say Herman Marquez. I mean, he'd be a great number 5. Especially when Plazak comes back. That's another thing. Plazak's a freaking idiot. This dude's over here throwing a hissy fit over having a bad game. Like, bro, they happen. Relax. My God, bro. I think he was like tearing off his jersey. He got it, caught on a chair thing or whatever, and he freaking hurt his thumb. Just what we need, right? Yeah. Makes us trading Carlos Carrasco that much more dumber. I'm probably going to rant about that every time because, look, we're 5.5 games behind the White Sox now. The White Sox got a tough couple opponents coming up. Meanwhile, we got the O's and then the Pirates. We could close that gap real quick if we can win these games. But can we? Considering, Savale's a stud. Bieber's kind of there. I hope Bieber's not trying. I hope Bieber doesn't prove everyone he's a fraud. Because Bieber was fantastic his rookie year. He was amazing last year. I hope to God Bieber's not a fraud, because we would get memed to oblivion if that was the case. I mean, damn. Who would have thought Savale would be our best pitcher this year? That's interesting, But we got Mejia on the mound tonight. And hopefully Mejia can at least give us a good 5 or 6, at least. And hopefully we can give him some run support, maybe a lead. That'd be even better, Okay, so the 15th, it will be, Matt Harvey versus Cal Quantrill. All right. Yep. Lovely. Love what you love. You love to see that, Got Cal Quantrill, Giancarlos Mejia, and I'm going to guess Eli Morgan will be starting a game in this series too. I'm going to guess. But, yeah, Quantrill versus Harvey. Quantrill was the one when we got trounced against the O's last week. He pitched. So, not really looking forward to that. We'll see what happens. But we're facing Matt Harvey, who got trounced in his last outing, too. Harvey's going to have, he's going to revert back to his Mets days where he's just looking like an ace, while Quantrill continues to look like a home run slot machine. Nice. Then game 3 of the series, it'll be Savale against Keegan Aiken. We faced him in the first game of the series, and we lost, of course. But we lost simply because, honestly, in my honest opinion, I'm not trying to sound salty, that fan low-key interfered with Eddie Rosario. But we got Savale on the mound. He's arguably our best pitcher. I think we could win this game right here. Yeah, I think we win this game, hopefully. And then after that, okay, yeah, then we to wrap up the series, they'll have Jorge Lopez, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have Eli Morgan. At least that's what I've heard. So I'm hoping that we can at least split the series, because after that we got Pittsburgh, and I believe we got the Beebs starting the first game against Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure it'll be the Beebs. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a nice stretch of games where we can really close the gap on the White Sox. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to pretty much wrap this up, guys. Actually, I don't even know if I even went through the pitching lines for Bieber and them, because honestly, that game was just so disappointing to me. I mean, the funniest thing about Bieber's stat line compared with Gilbert went 6 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. That sounds like a Bieber line to me. But then you look on the other side, Bieber, 5 2/3, 10 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 8 Ks, and 2 dongs. This dude gave up a crazy amount of hits, but still got 8 strikeouts. It's impressive. Very impressive. Yeah. You know what would be more impressive? If the other 3 pitchers we have could go more than a couple innings. Because at this point, we have 2 legit starters and then 3 bullpen games. And like I said, we're going through 30 games in 31 days. And the thing is, July is only going to get harder. Now, hopefully we'll have Plazak back by, at some point in July. Same with Reyes. And then you have Lupo coming back soon too. So we're going to get healthier. But let's see what we got coming up. We got the one off day we have is next Wednesday. And we got Baltimore, we got Pittsburgh. That's 7 games, and we could easily win. I think we could easily go out of the 7. I'm trying to say a combined 4-3. Split with the O's, 2 of 3 against the Pirates. Yeah. Split with the O's, 2 of 3 against the Pirates. That's what I'm looking for. Anything like that would be great. 5-2 would be bonus points for me. I'm not expecting much from this team. Now, if this, say, was like a 2018 level team where the offense was actually had a pulse and the pitching was good, I'd say, yeah, sweep them both. But if we seriously go out and sweep these guys, bro, 7 straight games, bro, that'd be nuts. Because I say at least a split with Baltimore and a 2 out of 3 against Pittsburgh would be great for us. Because you look and see who the White Sox got to play here, and it ain't going to be easy for them. Not going to be easy at all. Because, we luck out with Baltimore for 4, Pittsburgh for 3, they got to play Tampa for 3, Houston for 4, and then they got the Pirates for 2. But then they got to play the Mariners, and then they got to play the Twins. After that, for us, it's Chicago for 2, the Cubs. We got the Twins for 4, and then the Tigers for 3 to end the month. Now, July for us is going to be a freaking murderer's row because we got Houston for 4, Tampa for 3, Kansas City for 4, All-Star break, which I'm pretty sure is going to be big time needed for sure. We go out west to start the second half, 3 against Houston and 3 against Oakland. So we go to Oakland first and then Houston. Fun. I'm happy, though, because only one game starts after 8 o'clock p.m. 9:40 p.m. First pitch on the 16th. After that, it's a 2 straight 4:07 starts. So that's great for me. No late night stream, because I'm probably going to be streaming by this time. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be either streaming or close to streaming Indians games again by this time. It might be actually my first Indians stream back, to be honest with you. But then you have the Rays for 4, Cardinals for 2 at home, and then the White Sox to end the month. So, and then we actually, on trade deadline day, which is next month, July 30th, we're in Chicago. So I don't think that if we trade for anyone at that point, I don't think that guy is going to be playing. But that is actually the 10-year anniversary of when the Indians traded for Ubaldo Jimenez. Wow. It's crazy, you know? Like, never forget when we traded for Ubaldo. He was, I remember, I heard about him coming out of the game. He was taken out. And people were wondering what's going on. And then he got traded here. And he was actually not bad. And he wasn't bad at all. Then he went to Baltimore and just fell off the face of the earth. Of course, he famously came in the wild card game and gave up the walk-off ding-dong to Edwin Encarnacion when they left Zach Britton in the bullpen. I still don't know why they did that, but that's the O's for you. So, if you're wondering, am I going to be doing any videos regarding the Indians trade deadline? I might do one closer to the deadline, maybe at the start of the month. I'll do a video, 5 targets for the Indians, and then we'll see what happens. But I've heard on Twitter, I don't know how true it is, but people have said like the Indians have been looking at pitching, which, yeah, you probably should be looking at pitching considering we've essentially had 3 bullpen games and 2 legit starters. And we can't afford to have bullpen games like that because 30 games in 31 days. So we have an off day on the 23rd. Okay? My dog clearly does not like that idea. So 23rd, off day. The next time we have an off day after the 23rd is the 12th. And that's All-Star break. Yeah. Yeah. My dog is clearly pissed off at something. I don't know what pissed him off, but maybe it's me talking about the Indians bullpen because clearly he doesn't like that idea. I don't know. He's a freaking douchebag. But pretty much it'll be interesting to see how we do here. I expect a lot of moves to be made when it comes to like, promotions and demotions in the farm. I could see the Indians bringing up a couple arms here and there just to keep the arms fresh. But I don't know what they're going to do. I honestly don't know what they're going to do. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to head on out of here. And I will see you whenever. Because remember, I took the rest of the second round off for basketball. The Suns advanced, so we know they're in their Western Conference Finals. This is going to be fun streaming them. But we're just waiting on their opponent, and then we got to wait and see what happens out east. So with that being said, I'm going to head on out of here. And I'll see you guys in my next stream or video. So until then, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Tribe. And I'm out.